So, hi guys, here we are, MMA UK News. Obviously, myself, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, talking about Grapple Kings 7. Grapple Kings 7 is going to be Saturday, 2nd of April. It's going to be in Portlaoise. Going to be Team Northern Ireland versus Team Southern Ireland. So, we're going to see on the night some of the top grapplers across both Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland on the card that night. There's already some awesome matchups in place, ready to go. And then obviously the main event, co-main event is going to be Marcus Phelan against Craig Spider-Mop McIntosh. And obviously main event, massive main event in Owen Livesey and Santiri Elias. So it's going to be an absolute cracking main event. Somebody's definitely going to get thrown about in that main event. Somebody's getting thrown, so we're absolutely buzzing to see that in Portlaoise on the Saturday, the 2nd of April. Now, tickets availability, there is tickets available. Head over to the Grapple Kings Facebook page. It'll take you through to their booking site. Tickets, I believe, 30 and 40 euros, depending on where you're sitting. So make sure, obviously, you do get your tickets for this. Anybody that can't make the event on the night, head over to Flow Grappling. If you do have a Flow Grappling subscription, then fantastic. If not, you will need to take out the yearly subscription with Flow Grappling. But you know what? All us grapplers know all about Flow Grappling, how to set it up and things like that. So next guest going to be on the show that night. So Sam Laschevoski of Team Ryano Limavady. So Sam's going to be up against Nate Kelly. So two fantastic young grapplers are going to go head to head on Saturday, the 2nd of April. Sam's another one where I've heard a lot of information about Sam. Sam was a few years ago, just before the lockdown, obviously the junior world champion. So obviously came over to the UK, competed in the junior worlds, and won the gold in the gi and silver in the no-gi. So was a few years ago now. So he was 13 at the time, and he's only 16 years old. So this kid's got a very, very bright future ahead of him. So listen, Sam, absolute pleasure, buddy, to have you on. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, so thank you for having me.
No, listen, absolute pleasure, buddy. I'd say obviously, as soon as I saw your name, and obviously Andy had messaged me about you and stuff like that, so I was more than happy to have you on and obviously grab a chat with you. I see you're representing the colours as well, representing Team Ryano as well, so brilliant. How is the training for you? How's training going now that we're officially allowed to train, Sam?
Training's going well, so it is. It's mainly every day, just 2-3 sessions a week.
Yeah.
No, 2-3 sessions a day.
Right. How are you with obviously training? Because 2 and 3 sessions a day is a lot. So how are you training? Obviously, well, you're young. I mean, obviously it'll be easy for you. A lot easier than it would be for me, Sam.
Yeah. Usually I come home from school, get ready for my first session of the day, and then stay there throughout most sessions of the day.
Yeah. And then what about other things? So obviously training jiu-jitsu. I mean, is there anything else you do other than train jiu-jitsu?
I go to the gym sometimes to keep up with like strength and all that there, and then recently I started doing a bit of striking and MMA, and all that there.
Yeah. And how's everything going with that MMA wise? I mean, I know us jiu-jitsu guys don't like getting punched in the face very often.
It's not as bad as I thought. I tried it quite a while ago and then never really gotten into it. And then I went to Chaos 19, so it was, and saw the MMA show, and the thought of I was fighting on the grappling in that show, but the thought of just being able to fight in the cage, just watching the winners of the fight jumping on top of the cage, it's just you don't really get it with jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, listen, it's an awesome feeling. It's definitely an awesome feeling. I know that we do, obviously in Scotland, we have a show, Evolution of Combat, which is very, very similar. I mean, what they do is start off with some MMA, they move into some kickboxing and Muay Thai, and then round the night off with MMA. Grappling, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and then MMA. And as I say, it's always awesome watching the MMA guys, as you say, jumping on the cage and just the buzz, the feel, especially after they've won, and it's just an awesome feeling, awesome to watch it.
It's just amazing. I love jiu-jitsu and all that there, but it's just you can't really have that same same sort of buzz whenever you win, like the feeling of the whole crowd going absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Shouting your name and oh mate, it's an awesome feeling. So and then what about school? How's everything going with school?
School sort of. It's just it's not the best place in the world, but
Yeah, yeah. And what year? Obviously Northern Ireland, is it what year? So what you like fourth year, fifth year?
nah, I'd be 5th year, so I would.
Right, right. So what have you still got like this year and then maybe next year to go as well for school?
I've got this year, and then if I choose to stay on, which probably won't, I'll be going to there's a college, or we call it a tech over here, where you do different trades and
Yeah.
like electrician or all that there. So I'm planning on going over there to do sports science course or an electrician course, one of the two.
Nice, nice. But definitely, I mean, definitely keep up with the grappling and stuff like that. And obviously, you mentioned MMA because that's where your future lies. So that's definitely a great future. As I said, I've heard a lot of great things about you. So it'd definitely be good for you to do something like that as well.
I obviously like the electrician and the sports science. It's sort of like it's something I have to do. But like if the big plan, like the number one goal is to get back in MMA or even grappling or any of that there. Like,
Yeah. Your mum's probably watching this as well. I'm giving you careers advice and saying, look, take up fighting and grappling as a career. And your mum's probably sitting watching going, no, no. So get a trade, get a trade.
I she knows what I want to do anyway. There's also like I've also thought about opening like a gym later down, like whenever I'm 20 odd or something, and
Yeah.
help, because I love the experience of training and being able to learn from different coaches and all that there. And I feel like it'll be great to be able to share my own knowledge to other people who've never done the sport.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, even though you're only, 16, I mean, you've been in the game for, 3, 4 years? So you've already been three,
Uh,
4 years in the game, taking out lockdown, obviously. But I think you started when you were, maybe 12-year-old?
I started when I was 12.
Yeah.
Started when like a week before I turned 13. So I've been doing it about 3 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just laughing there because obviously your mum's come about a comment just saying, "Oh yes, she's watching." So obviously me giving you the careers advice there, telling you to to stick in with the grappling and so on. So yeah, definitely mum's watching. I know your mum's brilliant because whenever we posted anything, mum was reposting it and telling everybody, "Look, get this watched." And she was on Instagram, she was on Facebook and things like that as well. So awesome to have that kind of support behind you.
That's what that's one thing I'm really thankful for. Like my family and even my friends and all, they all support me and like what I'm doing. Like it's great to just have people behind you like that. That really pushes you to do better, and like especially stuff like this here event that's coming up, like pushes you to want to do better. Then
Yeah,
just
yeah,
for friends and family.
yeah. How did the friends react? Because obviously, when you go look back at obviously when you won the world, don't look, when you won the junior worlds over in the UK, and then obviously the silver medal in the nogi. How did your friends react when you came home? Obviously, world champion.
I think my friends had a bigger reaction than I did whenever I told them it was. But that's a great thing about having such supportive people behind you. It's like
Yeah,
just being able to have people to support you no matter like what you're doing or like where you're going or
yeah, yeah. How long did you wear the medal for? Because I know that when I whenever I won a competition, so I think let's say the first time I won the IBJJF British, obviously I had the gold medal, and I remember coming up the road on the train, coming home from London all the way back to Glasgow, and I was wearing the medal on the train all the way home, and I remember coming home and coming into the family, I was still wearing the medal. I wore it to work the next day and things like that. So, I mean, how long did you wear the medal for?
gee, probably too long. It's a bit sad now having it just hanging up in the gym. Like
Yeah,
I can't have it home with me, but
yeah,
it gives the gym a better look.
yeah. Definitely. No, listen, it was a huge achievement. Obviously, really, really big achievement. And again, you'd only been training less than a year at the time as well when you won that. So, which made it even that much bigger. As you'd only been training a year and then suddenly world champion.
I got my grey belt like not long before that there, so it was pretty big of an achievement to like be able to win the world championships not long after getting promoted.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely an awesome feeling. Definitely an awesome feeling. And then what about Grapple Kings 7 then? So obviously the matchup on that then. So how did the matchup come about for you then, Sam?
The matchup came by. I was just sitting in school, so I was. Nah, I got a message on my phone from my mum, so that, and it was, well, how would you feel about doing Grapple King 7? I was like, I wouldn't mind doing it. Like, that's a pretty big show, like,
Yeah,
especially around here. And it was, and then I said who would the person I'd be fighting. And she said about Nate Kelly, and I was like, I thought about it for a bit, so that, and I was like, like, fortune favors the bold, like,
yeah,
may as well give it
yeah.
a shot.
Definitely. And Grapple Kings as well. I mean, one of the top kind of competitions throughout Ireland. As I said, and again, it's like Scotland, we've got SGI being the biggest sub-only competition in Scotland. Obviously, you've got Grapple Fest being the biggest one in England. And then obviously Grapple Kings being one of the biggest ones in obviously Ireland, being on Flow Grappling as well. So it's going to put you in front of so many people. So many people are going to be watching you. Does that kind of make you nervous at all, or are you just more concentrated on your own thing and doing your own thing?
It puts a bit of pressure on, but like I'm alright with dealing well under pressure. Like I just keep to what I'm doing, train harder, train more intense, like
Yeah, yeah.
and just and then when the days comes, I'll be able to show off my skills.
Definitely, definitely. It's a great matchup as well. Obviously, you and Nate. Obviously, Nate's quite young as well. So, and you guys are, I mean, certainly two of the top young grapplers coming out of obviously Ireland and Northern Ireland at the moment. So it's going to be a great matchup for you. It's going to be a high-paced matchup as well because obviously, you guys are the smaller guys are really, really quick and moving about. So it's trying to keep up with the smaller guys a lot of the time. So it definitely seems like a very, very good matchup for both of you.
I say it will be a very good matchup. Definitely be fireworks about the stage, so it will be.
Yes, yes. No, we're definitely looking forward to this one. And then, what about you then this year? So I know that you mentioned obviously you obviously you'd been competing before lockdown and stuff like that, and then obviously lockdown came. And unfortunately, the last 2 years has been an absolute nightmare for grappling. So now that 2022 is here, what do you see going forward for you this year, then, Sam? What kind of things do you want to see yourself doing?
I have the NI Open coming up, and I don't know when it is now. I know the date got rescheduled. I'm hoping maybe for a fight in Chaos 20 near November time, but I need to see about that there. So it would
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no fights have been announced yet, like, so
yeah,
better
yeah.
getting on it earlier than trying a week before to get on the show.
Definitely, definitely. So hopefully a busy year for you as well. You mentioned MMA as well. So I mean, is that something that you maybe want to look at? Obviously a little bit further down the line, or is that something that you're wanting to get in about as soon as possible?
MMA, that's oh, I've thought about Chaos, and like I've had people say about me about MMA on Chaos, but like I don't know if that's too soon
Yeah,
or what to do or what they say about that there yet.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's something, obviously, whatever you do, you're going to be successful at. As I said, jiu-jitsu, I mean, you were off to a flying start, obviously, in jiu-jitsu, obviously, at 12, 13 years old. So, and obviously, you've continued on. And I'd say the kind of feedback that I get from Andy Chapman and so on is unbelievable about you. So, so I'm sure, obviously, MMA, do you know what I mean? You're going to take that by storm as well, Sam. So we're definitely buzzing to see what you're going to do in the future in regards to that as well. So, and then final thing for you then. So obviously you've been in the game for a few years. Obviously I know you're still young, but you've been in it for a few years now. So anybody you want to shout out to? So maybe any friends, family members, teammates, anything like that.
I want to shout out obviously Andy Chapman for helping me train for jiu-jitsu, obviously. My friends and family, my mum, my dad, just everyone who's supported me really, and all my friends who have supported me as well.
Yeah. Nah, it's definitely an awesome support network you've got around you as well. So, as you've got a lot of people around, a lot of really good people as well. I said, obviously, mum especially. Mum is all over Facebook and all over social media whenever anything gets posted about you, which is brilliant to see. Obviously, having friends and family that are that supportive is very, very important. So it's great to see, obviously, everybody 100% support behind you. So, is family and friends going to be down in Portlaoise on the 2nd? Are they going to make it down?
I know my family is going to be down, but I get a bit far for some of my friends to travel down. But I think some of them are going to be going to be watching it in Flow Grappling.
Yeah. It's a bit of a trek. I mean, as I said, I'm flying over, and then and obviously Portlaoise from Dublin is about an hour away, and then obviously you travelling from Limavady or Balmoney all the way down to obviously to Portlaoise. It must be what is that, 3-4 hour drive, maybe longer.
It's about a 4 hour drive, so it is. It's 3 hours to Dublin, so it's 4 hours from where I live.
Yeah. What, are you going to be staying overnight? Are you heading back the same night?
I don't think so. I think we're staying back or heading back the same night.
So it's going to be a long drive. Who's driving, mum or dad?
Definitely my mum.
So it's going to be a long day for your mum then. Really, really long day. But she'll enjoy it. Your mum will enjoy it, as I'm sure. So, yeah, there we go, guys. We're going to have Sam Laschevoski, Team Ryano Limavady, up against Nate Kelly. That's Saturday, 2nd of April. Grapple Kings 7, so Team Northern Ireland versus Team Southern Ireland. Now, anybody that's looking to head down to the event, heading down to Portlaoise, and make sure you do get tickets from the Grapple Kings Facebook page. It will take you direct through to their booking system. Tickets 30 and 40 euros. Anybody that can't make the event, now make sure you do get on to Flow Grappling and subscribe to Flow Grappling. Anybody that's got a subscription already, fantastic. If not, you will have to take out a subscription for that. So as we're going to see Sam's, by all accounts, absolutely awesome. I say I've heard a lot of good words about Sam and Nate as well. I mean, two absolutely fantastic young grapplers going to be going at it on the 2nd of April. So, Sam, listen, absolute pleasure, buddy. Thank you very much for obviously taking the time to speak to me.
No, thank you. It's been a pleasure being on here.
Definitely. And obviously you're heading out to training now as well. So obviously going to get some training in. So but yeah, give my love to the Team Ryano guys. And yeah, listen, stay safe, buddy. And I'll see you on the 2nd of April.
That's right. You too. Thank you.
Take it easy, buddy.
Bye.